What's going on, Z Nation, and welcome to another edition of ZSPN. I'm your host, Zaid, here. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers as it concerns numerous reporting as of late as it concerns LeBron James bringing up the interest of bringing in his best friend, his banana boat buddy, Carmelo Anthony to the Los Angeles Lakers. And guys, before anything, like always, please be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, share my videos all over Facebook, Twitter, all the good social media stuff. Now, when I first saw this report, honestly, guys, there's some motions out there, some Laker fans out there, are thinking, you know what, we don't need Carmelo Anthony because as of right now, the Los Angeles Lakers are playing very well for themselves. And, we're just doing very fine. We don't need Carmelo Anthony. And obviously, guys, there's a lot of motion about this. Laker fans, they don't want Carmelo Anthony because there was a time maybe I'm guessing on top of my head, I believe it was like 2012 or 2013, something like that, that Carmelo Anthony was a free agent, and, the expectation was Carmelo Anthony was going to come to LA and in free agency, and obviously during that time, it was Mitch Kupchak and Jim Buss, so obviously it was not in the favor for the Los Angeles Lakers, but some Laker fans are still holding a grudge about that. And obviously, as of right now in Carmelo Anthony's career, his stats and his playing ability has diminished. I mean, let's just be honest. I mean, ever since he got traded to the OKC Thunder, his role as the number one guy diminished. He's been averaging about 16 to possibly 20 points per game, but obviously he was like the third man in OKC. There was Russell Westbrook and obviously Paul George. So obviously Carmelo Anthony's role with the organization at the time was obviously not that good. And that second year, obviously they wanted to save money and they just, parted ways with him, and he joined the Houston Rockets with his also best friend in Chris Paul. And obviously there was a lot of promise before the season started that Carmelo Anthony is just going to have a better role now. He is going to basically be the number 2 to, or maybe like a number 3 to James Harden and Chris Paul. But obviously that wasn't the case. And who's the head coach there, who was his former coach in New York. So obviously the relationship there is well known there between them. But obviously it's not really working for them. And I believe maybe 2 months ago, there is a report that, they were parting ways with Carmelo Anthony, but he's obviously still with the organization. So I'm not sure. I believe he's not playing. So obviously they just don't want, they're going to pay him, but obviously they're not going to play him. So obviously they just want to see what offer is available, and they're just going to see who's going to be available for a potential trade for Carmelo Anthony. And by having LeBron James bring up this issue of bringing in Carmelo Anthony to LA to join him with the Los Angeles Lakers, personally, guys, coming from me and also being a fan of Carmelo Anthony throughout my years of, being a fan of the NBA and, during his times with the Denver Nuggets and then with New York, just obviously being the top small forward in the NBA during his, years there with Denver and New York. Obviously, I was a fan of Carmelo Anthony because, guys, he was just an amazing player. And, his shot making, being so consistent with his shots and, averaging about 20 points every game, you know, who does not like Carmelo Anthony's game? I mean, at that time he was great, but obviously, like I said, his stats diminished when he got traded to the OKC, and you know, it's very sad to see Carmelo Anthony where he's at in his career right now. And for me personally, guys, being a fan of Carmelo Anthony, I personally would love to have Carmelo Anthony being a Los Angeles Laker. And guys, let's just be hypothetical here, okay? If somehow Carmelo Anthony comes to LA, becomes a Los Angeles Laker, I guarantee you guys, his playmaking and his role with the Lakers, if he goes there, will obviously change dramatically. And what I mean by that, I mean in a better way. And especially having his best friend, LeBron James, there will really help him, you know, just be reborn, to be honest. I mean, guys, this is really realistic. I'm telling you, before he ever went to Houston, I was the type of guy who's saying we should bring in Carmelo Anthony, just being that sort of guy who just comes off the bench and really helps out, you know, LeBron James at times, and, you know, being that veteran small forward superstar, a former superstar, really will boost up the bench of the Los Angeles Lakers tremendously at the time. But obviously he went to Houston, but it's still not working out anyway. But for me, guys, this is just me, okay? If you guys have your thoughts about it, please comment down below and give me your thoughts that, you know, you don't want Carmelo Anthony, because we're just good as a team right now. And I personally love the team that we have right now. But just coming from a fan's perspective and, you know, just being realistic and just seeing that if Carmelo Anthony does come to LA and teams up with LeBron James, there is a possibility that he will change his game, and for the better. And really just, you know, having his best friend there, it will really help him tremendously with his game. And guys, plus, if Carmelo Anthony still got it, you know, shooting wise, because guys, he was a master at key moments in games. When he has the ball in his hands and wants to make a shot, it goes in almost 99.9% of the time. So if he still has that, then Magic Johnson should make that call and, you know, just request the trade for Carmelo Anthony if he still got it. And I believe his contract, I think his contract is like 2.4, maybe $6 million, something like that. So if the Lakers do decide to trade him, he's not going to absorb any sort of huge amount of cash out of the Lakers' salary. So if you just bring him in, it would definitely not hurt the Lakers' chances in the future. He would just be the guy just to test them out. If he just still the same guy who at key moments will just help out the Lakers to just make some great shots and stuff like that, and average maybe possibly like, I don't know, if he somehow resurrect his career with LeBron James in LA, maybe he'll average like 15 to 20 points per game. I'm just estimating here. And guys, I know some of you, you know, are not really agreeing with me on this, but this is just coming from a fan perspective and just being realistic here, okay? The Lakers do need shooters, okay? Obviously, the Lakers do need shooters. Now, some of you might be saying, we do have shooters, okay? KCP, Josh Hart. Yeah, I understand. But if you want to be on the safe side and, you know, you understand that Carmelo Anthony is mastered at, you know, shooting balls at key moments in games, then why not bring him in? It will really help out the Lakers, and just, you know, having a veteran presence in the locker room also, and a high caliber veteran like a Carmelo Anthony, like a LeBron James and stuff. It will really help out the Lakers' chances for a playoff run, or even further than that. But it still remains to be seen if that will ever happen. Because to continue with this reporting, it's just LeBron James just saying it. You know, interest. He wants his best friend to come to LA to join the Los Angeles Lakers. Just team up together. And he's not really forcing it on Magic Johnson, and he's not really making it well known that he wants him now. He's not doing that. He's just showing interest. It's just rumor talk. He's just putting it out there. So I'm not even sure if it's going to happen at all. But if it does happen, and Carmelo Anthony is still the Carmelo Anthony during his New York days, or highly likely maybe his Nugget days, then why not bring him in? Guys, we need shooters. And if he can still shoot like the way he does during his times in New York, you know, it would really help the Lakers' chances to win at key moments in games and rely on a player that will really help you out, possibly off the bench, obviously, because, you know, I don't really think that Carmelo Anthony is a starter material now, but if he somehow just has a great game one day, if somehow, then we could possibly see him start. But, you know, I'm just putting it out there. It's not really even happening, but, you know, it is just a report out there. LeBron James, just interest in bringing in Carmelo Anthony to LA to join the Los Angeles Lakers. And obviously, that's the report, guys. So please comment down below. Give me your thoughts. Are you like me, just being a fan of Carmelo Anthony and just, you know, put a chance on Carmelo Anthony to just, maybe if he just comes to LA, plays with LeBron, and just lets it up. I mean, guys, I believe, you know, in players to really, you know, if they somehow come to a bigger brand and just joins like his longtime friend and still got the skills and the shooting ability that he has, that obviously it will really work out for the Lakers. But if there's some of you who just don't want Carmelo Anthony at all, and we're just a good team as it is right now, and just possibly just, I don't know, think about some other player other than Carmelo Anthony, just please, guys, comment down below. Give me your thoughts. I really appreciate you guys, all the love and support you guys give me on this channel. And, guys, your comments is well respected. I mean, obviously, I appreciate your comments. I mean, it really shows that you guys really care about the Los Angeles Lakers and just really giving me your thoughts about what's best for LA and the Lakers. And, you know, it was just really appreciated of your comments, guys. I just love it. So please, guys, comment down below, like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Go Lakers. Peace.